Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Campfire Quest. I hope you're excited to start your weekend, because I know that we're awfully excited to start our weekend. We're going to kick it off today, before we even begin adventuring, by checking in with our adventurers and finding out about a few changes that have occurred. They're bigger and tougher than they were when they started this adventure, and let's find out how. Hey, folks.
Good beginning of the weekend, Jason. How are you doing, boy?
Good. Good beginning of the weekend to all of you.
Yeah. So I guess we can start since I had the biggest mess up too as well. I never increased my HP during level 2, so I've been running 10 HP for like 2 levels.
Yeah.
But at level 3, Valendril Marenko, hi everybody, is now what I would classify as a Disney princess. Now, you laugh, but he has the ability for animal friendship, beast bonds, and the ability to speak with animals.
Oh, yeah.
He's basically become a Disney princess.
He's Snow White.
And then
That's fair.
throughout it, I've done like archery mastery and stuff like that on him. So basically, if anybody has been picking up on the story, it's been a coming-of-age story of somebody with 0 experience thrown into a vast world and slowly coming into his own. And level 3 is him coming into his own. So he's a little, I wouldn't say cocky, but he's still very much the 18-year-old.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be as whiny anymore because he now knows what the world is like. And it's krakens destroying boats and dragons attacking them, and not desert worms coming from the ground, but worms from the sky.
Yes.
Wormlings.
Wormlings.
From the sky.
Mama Wormling gonna be real mad.
Well, let's just hope she doesn't find us just yet.
So it sounds like you ripped off Brave a little bit?
Well, nobody's turned into a bear yet.
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 Yet. Oh, yeah, there you go.
So we're reenacting the storyline of Brave.
Literally.
Why don't you walk us through that?
Well, Janet Tammy has gotten bigger and better, and that's saying
Bigger than
something
7
because
feet
she
tall.
is huge. She is now a part of the Circle of the Moon thing, or whatever it's called. Gosh, I sure knew what it was. Just
It sounded impressive. You could probably just leave it at Circle of the Moon.
Yeah.
It's my Druid Circle, and it allows me to do Wild Shape as a bonus action, which is really cool. And it also allows me, from what the internet tells me, to be able to change into animals that have a CR class of 1 or higher, and as beforehand I could only do 1/4 CR or higher, so that's cool.
You've gone from crabs and spiders to, what can you do now? What's like
Bears
a 1
and
CR?
tigers.
And lions?
And lions.
And lions.
Oh, my.
Lions, tigers, and bears.
Thank you.
And giant spiders.
Oh my.
Yeah.
No, don't do that one. What else is new with Janet Tammy? Anything?
She's super buff.
Oh, yeah.
I love her.
Did she, like, between 2 and 3, she's like,
Yeah.
steroid shots.
Yes.
More bicep,
Yeah.
thicker neck.
Oh, man.
I need to add in, I just discovered a skill I may have just gotten when I specialized hunter.
Ooh.
I have a skill called Horde Breaker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which allows me to hit a second target within 5 feet of the original target with the same weapon. Double arrows.
Also, make sure to manage your feats, because you get a feat.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have 2 of them.
I didn't have any.
You're
I do now.
over here doing the Robin Hood Men in
but-
Tights routine.
Uh,
Drops the 5 arrows.
We just need to toss the apples up.
Yeah.
And
There
then
you
it'll
go.
become Mulan.
There you go.
that's a good one.
We'll double check this, but don't you choose either a feat or an increase in your score? It's not both, right? Or is it both?
Wait, I didn't get the option to increase my score. It said manage feats, so I picked one. I want to increase my score. What score?
So every time you level up, I believe you get another point to drop in your ability scores. So
Really?
you can turn your 16
go
to a
your bow
17.
character.
Edit
So this is
character.
no longer about the campaign. This is about character building.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an important part of the game. This is crucial.
No, that's one of my skills. These are all skills.
I guess I could look
All
this up too
skills.
while you guys are doing that.
There's expertise. There's
We're looking up
proficiency.
Go down.
information
The last one.
about
That's my archetype.
stuff.
stuff and things.
But
Stuff and
I can talk
things,
about
things and
Monolith
stuff.
and his new 2 to 3 thing.
Versus
So between 2 and 3,
ability
Uh,
score increase.
not too much happened, other than after fighting with his friends and killing 2 wormlings, he got a bit more confidence. It really boosted his morale. And then talking to the Dragonborn, they finally had a set goal in mind as to what they were doing, because this whole time they were like, we don't want to do what we have to do, so what are we going to do? And then we finally met this guy who was like, oh, you can bring it to me and we'll destroy it. So we finally have a clear goal in mind, and he loves that. And because of this confidence, he gets a thing called Fancy Footwork, which, should I make a melee attack against a creature, they can't make an attack of opportunity on me for the rest of their turn. I also get a bonus to my initiative in the form of my charisma modifier.
Ooh,
Yep. So I have
you add Dex and Charisma to your roll.
I have a plus 6 initiative right now.
I know who's hitting first in every fight.
Until I start rolling ones. I also can sneak attack pretty much everything. All the kerfuffle we had about what and when and how to sneak attack is null and void. Because my sneak attack I can do if I have a friend attacking somebody, or if I'm by myself and I'm attacking somebody. And my sneak attack is 2d6 now, not 1.
Yeah.
And that's all because he feels better about himself.
All the confidence.
It's related to story.
I want to point out, because you weren't there last night, that I interviewed people during our painting stream, and we came to find out that Grant, through Campfire, is much more into the character aspect of D&D than just, combat.
And no, I'm still super into combat.
No, yeah,
I
it's
just
now you have a character that's super into combat.
now that I'm playing D&D, and it's not like a one-off or something. I have reason to think of a backstory and stuff, which I didn't
think of
really
one.
flesh out.
I wanted to share that with you.
I appreciate
That's all.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
I think the more you think about where your character's been, the more alive they are, and the more you don't want them to die, which makes it more fun for me to put them in peril. So I'm glad to hear all that.
I'm still suicidal with Valandril, but now it's for a totally different reason. It's the writer wanting to off him, but the character will try to survive. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's getting a little better. It's important.
Oh no.
It's going on to his Foo Fighters stage.
Yeah, we've already made fun of you for being in the Fallout Boy and MCR phase.
I mean, look, when you're 18 and you've never had any real life experience, and then suddenly, like, the world decides, hey, we're gonna show you everything that's wrong with it in like 5 seconds. Have a blast.
Speed run.
Yeah.
Awful life.
It's like the worst speed run humanly
Yeah.
possible. It's like, hey, you want to go from child to adult really fast? Here you go. Blood magic.
Oh, yep.
And that kind of takes us to where we are in our journey right now. We're about to be eaten by Shrek Minotaur.
Forgot about that.
Perhaps. So that does give us an update on your characters, and it's amazing that on a trip like this that you could make such, I don't know, important growth moments. It's a big increase in power from you guys and your abilities, and
Oh yeah.
I guess that's going to be kind of important now because some stuff happened. You guys made it all the way through the desert. That was pretty intense last time. You made it through all 3 legs. You encountered a wagon that was filled with some ordnance and some black sand.
That's right.
You found some, on the second leg of the journey, you encountered an old woman who wanted to trade with you until she was scared off by your loot that you'd carved off of the body of the baby dragon. And on the third leg, what happened there? Something before you got there.
Did we talk about the witch or the
was
vanishing woman
Yeah.
who we gave water to?
Yeah, we did.
And then
Then no.
found a tree.
Yeah.
That's-
And then we moved on to the lake, and we thought there might have been a dragon.
No, but there wasn't.
There
was
wasn't.
It was
Because I got to use some primeval awareness.
There was, however, a statue of a dragon
Well, yeah, that
on
was cool.
top of the.
The giant minotaur
obelisk
running
thing.
at us. Running at us.
Yeah, and then
Like surrounding the tower. Tower is gold on top, silver at the bottom. Gold dragon.
Very enthusiastic. Thank
yeah, it's you sound really captivated by this story, Parker.
We have so little time. Like 10 hours. To get this done.
I think we have a little more than that.
No, I was keeping track.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
are-
Unfortunately.
is that mathematically accurate? 10 hours?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're
I was
screwed.
doing it by encounter.
Yep. You were at 24 hours when you fell asleep, essentially 23
Yeah.
hours when you fell asleep. Slept for 8.5 hours.
Got it.
Woke up. Then you walked for a 2-hour block. And it was at that point that you were so close to this tower that you'd been following the little golden dragon at the top, getting bigger and bigger as you approached. The last we left, you guys had crested that final dune, and down at the base of it opened up that giant lake. That giant lake filled with, yeah, not me.
Who's the buzzer?
Not me.
It wasn't me. Jacques!
My name's Jason. Not Jacques. As you were looking down at the lake and taking in not only the sparkly water, but also that island with the tower in the middle, something on the shore caught your eye, and that something started running up the steep bank towards you, making it all the way up. And when it was close enough, you guys identified it as a golden minotaur.
I didn't know it was gold.
Golden
Did you not hear
color.
that part?
No, I didn't apparently.
That's an important part.
I just thought it was a minotaur.
Yeah.
Nope.
That was cooler.
And as he approached you close enough, he challenged you with his line. What are you doing in my lake? And that's where we left off.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh god.
And then he snorted.
I think everyone pretty much, our reactions now are what the characters are doing. It's like, oh god.
Just answering him like, trying to get an orb or something like that.
Look, yeah, there's an orb that we have to go and get real quick. So we won't be long. We'll just leave you. We just want the orb. That's it.
That's what I'm protecting. Stand back, stand back. This is my lake to protect, and you are not welcome. It's now protected.
Standing back.
The orb is exactly what I'm here to protect.
How tall is he?
7'3".
Oh.
he is
He's
quite
a little,
large.
He's a little short for a minotaur.
Minotaur half-orc fight.
But miss,
Fist
could
fight.
You,
Do it.
we'll die if we don't get the orb. Right? Could you let us just take it for a little bit? Or...
We'll give it back.
We just need to borrow it.
You want to borrow the orb?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is new. Everybody wants to take it.
We'll bring it
No,
back.
we'll grab
Yeah.
it for a minute, complete our quest, and bring it back.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
We just have to go do
I don't know
something
that I
real quick.
trust you.
Well, why not?
It suddenly seems to me that you would take this away and not bring it back.
Well, why would we lie?
That's a good point.
And then everybody stares at Janet Tam.
Roll for
Deception?
yeah, deception. The fun one.
Yeah, you got +3. That's not bad. Oh, it's real bad. Never mind.
Oh no!
It was a
The 6.
dirty 6.
36.
Parker!
Parker, why?
I doubt seriously that you're telling the truth based on my feelings.
I doubt it too.
Bork.
Well,
I almost trusted you. This is what I get for trusting.
My mama told me to never lie.
Your mother would be disappointed.
he knows you lied. He rolled much better than you.
Quinn turns around and takes the bottle out of her backpack and takes a shot. She's like, I'm not drunk enough for this.
During the
Well,
mayhem.
He snorts.
Well, I mean, I apologize for my friend here. It's clear, she was rude. But,
Rude.
hold on. Could you perchance,
She fibbed.
she did fib. That was, and it's unforgivable if you ask me.
I don't deal with fibbers.
We're disappointed
I
in her too.
Agree. She'll have to stay here if we were to do anything. But do you think we might be able to purchase the orb from you? Maybe give you a little bit of coin to let us by?
And now everyone's staring at Monolith.
No, I'm good. I don't need any more gold.
He's made of gold, you earthen fool.
What's he gonna do? Rip his arm off and sell it?
Potentially.
What are you gonna do if we just go around you? You're not that big.
Okay, alright. Listen, Janet Tammy, you're
Bruh.
not supposed to say that
Alright,
stuff. That's
here
not
we
how
go.
He snorts.
It's a serious question.
It's a bad question. Are you trying to get him to fight us right now?
Quinn starts walking past him.
Yeah, actually. I
Yeah.
was waiting to
Quinn
get the
starts walking
opportunity. Is
past
there a
him.
potential to stealth past him
I
as
wanna-
he's distracted?
He's
No,
looking
but
at
you
all
can
of
walk past him. It just won't be stealthy. 'Cause
I'm
I
just.
wanna-
Oh.
Yeah,
I
well,
wanna
I
roll
mean,
for
we're in,
persuasion.
we're in plain
just
sight.
picture it out for me. I want you to be there with me.
Uh-huh.
He's down here and you're up here. And you're looking down at him and he's looking up at you.
We have the high
And
ground.
so then you're going to
Anakin.
move down towards him, and it would be hard to sneak around behind them. As
I'm
you
just
walk towards him.
no. I'm not
wanna-
even gonna try to sneak. I'm just straight up gonna take another shot and walk past
Wait,
him.
wait. I want to roll for persuasion. I want to try to persuade him to let us go.
Okay, she started walking. You can roll.
I feel like there's a disadvantage to
Is
that
there another
since, you
drink
know,
over there?
Janet Tammy's a liar.
Where's the
Well, this
thing,
isn't me trying to lie to him. I'm just saying, hey, let us past,
the
please.
thing that I had?
Cup holder
Yeah.
thing?
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I'm almost with you in on this.
The Diet Coke's gone.
Oh
Sorry.
Do you want some water?
no, I'm good.
You want unsweet tea?
I'm.
It's right here untouched.
Grant! Roll!
I have a unsweet tea, but I drank the Diet Coke.
Nat 20?
Lost?
Oh,
No.
okay.
But
Do you want the unsweet tea?
No, you're good. I was like, I know there was one. Where did the tea go? Okay, sorry. What?
I rolled a dirty 22 to persuade him to let us by.
Well, then, my mistake was having you roll that without you doing the persuasion. You still get to keep that roll. You earned that. But what are you doing to persuade him? Because right now,
Yeah.
she's walking towards him. He's snorting a little bit.
I'm panicking real hard. Like, I start sweating because she started moving. I'm like, oh, we don't have very long. I'm like, Mr. Minotaur, if you will, could you please let us past? Well, I promise we'll just be a few minutes. No one will even have to know that we were here.
Should I mention the stake of the world is at stake?
How would you shut your mouth? I'm trying to persuade him.
Not well.
Everything inside me wants to let you go. But I can't. It's my job to protect the orb. I know how dangerous it is,
What if we
and
told?
it's my job to protect it. But you... Maybe I should give you a chance. Were you going to take the orb and bring it back?
Yes.
Why?
Roll.
Why would you do that?
I mean, he's gonna fight us eventually. Might as well try to stop him.
No, we
You
don't.
don't know that.
He's gotta protect it if we walk past him.
What if he hates his job?
Legit. He
clearly
said
doesn't.
he knows how dangerous it is. Why should we not just tell him we want to destroy it so he doesn't have to do this anymore?
I think this is funnier.
Okay.
Plus,
Yeah.
I've heard that one before.
All right. Well,
Everybody wants to destroy it.
I'm
we
walking
actually
past
can.
him. I'm walking
Okay,
past
guys.
him. I'm not even
Guys,
there.
mwah. Okay.
My oniony.
Ooh!
21 dirty.
Oh.
He's in the process of moving to the right to intercept you as you're walking.
He doesn't know what to do.
I start moving to the left to get around. We're just like doing this thing.
Well, he stopped. His words
Okay.
stopped him. So
Okay.
he was moving to intercept. He's now stopped, refocused.
My eyes are like really wide.
It is so hard for me to trust. My brother lied to me.
Oh, here it comes.
Who's your brother?
Here we
My-
go.
My brother, the leaden Minotaur. It doesn't matter. I'm so burned by that. It's hard for me to trust. But you seem so trustworthy. You're going to take the orb and you're going to use it and then bring it back?
Yeah, it's your job to protect it. We can't take your job away from you,
seems
especially in this
reasonable.
economy. Like,
I tell you what,
Just,
I have a test.
okay,
this is the shirt all over again.
I have a test of your honesty and your integrity
Balls.
and your intelligence.
Oh, crap.
If you
God.
pass my test,
yeah.
I could let you and your untrustworthy friends pass.
I have no
Because I
thinking.
feel like I could trust you, but my test is not an easy one.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Balls.
Open an Amazon package.
Fantasy Amazon.
Prime.
Oh no, it's just a
That made it 10
I have
more
never done
times.
Sudoku.
10 times more ominous.
Choose your bag.
Is this the test?
This is the first part of the test.
Oh, okay,
Has he
okay.
never taken a test about honesty and integrity and
No.
intelligence?
I mean,
No.
In the
never.
few days I've known him, no.
No.
Choose your bag.
Alright, yes,
Pick the right one.
The
right one.
Right. What do you guys
Pick
think?
the
Which
right
one?
one.
I'm gonna go left.
And then a spectral audience shows up. Woo! It's a game show. What in the living?
Yes! Yes!
This is so
We will
In
decide
case
your fate.
people didn't see that, he pulled out Fantasy Connect 4.
Fourth in a row.
I picked red. I picked my favorite color.
Oh, which one do you have?
I got red.
Okay, so the red side faces you.
Yes.
This is absolutely fantastic. I'm in love with this.
Only the truest heart could defeat me in this game.
Yes. You know
Jeez,
what?
if
Yes.
only we had a fourth camera.
Yeah. Okay.
We're being yelled at off screen by our
Yeah.
producer.
Oh, it's green. That's new.
It's for the emeralds and the
Right,
the
right,
rubies.
Okay, so you can tell me which one and then I'll put it in there.
Okay,
Okay.
I trust you.
We're gonna.
On the inside, Monolith is trying really hard not to laugh because this seems like a very, very silly way to determine someone's honesty.
Well, what's silly is that you don't know the house rule that Minotaurs go first.
I mean, listen, you by all means, as I am an honest person.
Clearly. The important spot, which is mine. You have played this game before. Fourth in a row is not new to you.
I mean, I played it at least once or twice. Clever move. I see.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know.
It's a test of integrity, trust, and honesty. Have you never played one before?
I'm saying that more out of character than anything else. Monolith, we know you're not the smartest, but come on, pull it out.
Of course.
No.
He had to be
I
the
know
one with the
you're-
lowest
I
intelligence
know
mod.
what you're doing. I see your tricks.
Of the backward seven, it's my trick. Invented it.
I have a feeling he Googled Connect 4 terminology.
No, YouTube. That's where you get the videos on how do you win every Connect 4 game you play.
Oh no!
I didn't come at this unprepared.
Damn it!
I'm still not really good. I played the computer and it kept beating me. But I thought maybe today would be my lucky day.
Well, hopefully today is my honest day.
Hopefully.
It's not Monday,
I'm
Grant. We're
actually
screwed.
shaking right now.
Oh,
This is actually stressing me out. It's great. So.
Are you sweaty? Are you sweaty over there?
And it's getting closer to 4. What are you gonna do, Grant?
I'm gonna implode.
See, now, is this really about winning, or is it about the friendship that you two are cultivating right now?
No, this is definitely.
Monolith, win!
Yeah, this is definitely about winning.
I've decided that that's gonna be the Valadro voice.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like it's the perfect pitch.
I must use my third eye.
Monolith, just put it in a slot!
Give him time. He needs to think. This is important, Valadril.
If he didn't try juking him, he wouldn't have to do this.
I don't think you understand how stressed I am right now.
He needs to think. Give him his time.
Oh, good lord. You're so close.
Oh! Every time that's how they get me, by stopping me from connecting 4. Oh!
I'm sweating. Oh, goodness. Okay. I need a drink.
Yeah, just take a drink and just put one in without thinking much. I'm also thinking you shouldn't think about it too much now. Whew. As a golden Minotaur, I'm just gold bricks of shoot.
He finally became a French Minotaur.
That's always... It's always how they defeat me, too.
I have so much integrity.
Choose wisely, Monolith.
That's the only way I can choose.
I don't like that at all. Don't like it. That puts me in a spot.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm kind of blocked in a spot. That's dreadful. Oh well. I don't think too much about it. I'm just gonna go right there and see what happens next.
Monolith. Monolith. That's a good monolith.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Wait, what?
Is that?
No!
No, it's not.
4th in a row!
He had 2 ways to win. I'm blocking one, but he had another.
Ye old YouTube has done it again!
You should have just tried to sneak 2 in there.
I honestly, had I seen there was no way for me to win, I was just gonna
Try to do sleight of hand.
They all dumped out, we gotta go again.
That would have worked on me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Wow, that was really good.
That was fantastic.
So now I think we have to kill him.
Yeah.
Because we didn't win Connect 4.
It's
I
okay.
really hope that you would have just beaten him with Connect 4.
I know.
Okay.
Maybe you shouldn't have tried so hard.
I forgot what I wanted. What I want is to win. The Minotaur was
Now you're gonna have to
coursing through
win
my
it,
veins.
murdering us.
Did you see a black checker bag? Emerald?
See this one.
Is there another one?
Yeah, for the green one.
That was the best possible way to get rid of an enemy.
Absolutely. Still didn't work, but
No.
it was a good idea
This
though.
was a great.
Concept was 10 out of 10.
Well, you have a single. Oh, let me. I forgot. I have defeated you.
It looks like you have. You are truly an honest and lots of integrity. You have.
And the truth, I have some of
I
that.
also have that. Yes.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming to my lake, and enjoy the rest of your time.
I've been
Should I
walking
stab
this
him?
entire time.
Where's your friend?
I'm
Hurry! Boom.
Nuts!
I guess we're gonna roll for initiative.
I was gonna stab him.
I was gonna.
When he said goodbye, I was just gonna be like, "Well, thank you, right?"
Let me just. This is not to get too. Don't forget that just because we roll initiative, it doesn't mean you have to go directly into a battle. It just means there's a battle situation that if all else fails, this is the order in which we're going to decide what happens next. All right. Let me do a quick thing here. One of these.
Here we go.
Here we go.
6.
Yeah.
Are you on quadruple advantage?
You're gonna put this off next week.
I'm
Yeah,
playing
that'd be
now.
awful. This is just how
I
it
got
works.
2 nat ones out of the way though, just messing
Put 'em out of
around.
the way.
Yeah, got them out of the way now.
Wow.
But if I get quad advantage according to the DM, there we go. So I clearly go first now.
Let's go ahead and we'll knock that out with the written portion of the day.
Yeah, we got through the board game portion. Now it's the written portion. Now we got to take multiple choice.
And next is the essay. I don't know if you guys prepared for this one. I'm a little nervous.
You've been taking notes since day 1. You're fine.
I always come prepared for class.
Where are you
I
This
dice?
is a
don't want to kill
tabletop
this
stream.
guy. He's so cool.
Where are you dice?
Like a nice
You were gonna stab him.
I was, but I don't want to.
Hey,
But we gotta. We only have 10 hours. We're really running out of options.
Yeah, I
here.
know. We're
We
really
kind of
running out
are,
time. We're
yeah.
gonna have to kill this guy.
25 to 20.
I don't really.
Someone else could try to persuade him, but
25 to 20. 20 to 15.
wait, hold on, go back.
20 to 25.
24.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
It's like that charisma really helps.
Fantastic.
We're gonna have to talk about where I put points at the end of this because I don't know
Yeah.
where. I
Yes, I would love that too, just
Oh,
in case.
I found out that you get a point to assign at level 4 and 7.
Ah.
Or maybe it's 4 and 8. So the feat that you got seems legit.
Yeah, no,
Like that's all right, my bad.
Little
And,
A little flippy.
50 to 20.
18.
18. For Jim.
brother. I seriously need it.
10 to 15.
14.
12.
14 to 12.
I have to stab this dude. He's a good dude. He's honest,
Andrew.
integral.
I want to try like persuading him though.
Oh, boy.
End of the world.
We've done this.
No. We had one person
tried
lie
this.
to his face, the other one going, "We gonna return the orb to us."
The
No
other
one has
played
been
Connect
truly
4 and got
honest with
very
it.
close to winning.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
I had a few 3 in a rows, and then he had to get 2 3 in a rows. So like, oh,
Dumb luck that gave me the either way. I love a
It should have been
guaranteed win.
tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe is my game.
Oh, it was gonna be, but I tried to master it, and it's a hard one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think less squares is easier? No.
No, it's harder.
You run into a lot of ties.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, so many cats.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we have put ourselves in an initiative order so that we're now going to take turns doing our actions, and you can choose what to do with
Whether
your
they're
time.
combat actions.
Grant is no.
No.
Monolith is first.
Aha. Oh, so he's turned around heading towards.
Me.
Yes.
Quinn, yes.
Heading towards Quinn.
I would say he made it. I've got you in my head near the bottom and close to the water, which is about 50 strides away.
Okay.
Fantasy yard.
Okay.
50 strides away, and he's only made it halfway to you. So you guys are a full. There's distance between all of you right now before you're close enough for any kind of hand-to-hand, at least.
Right.
Cool.
So I'm gonna.
Don't stab him, please.
I wasn't gonna stab him.
Were you, though?
Going to shoot him with a crossbow.
I mean,
Far away.
fair enough.
But
75. What's 60 or anything over 60? You have to with disadvantage. If he's 25 strides away, which
this
is
has a
fantasy
range. This
yards,
has a range of 80.
so he's 75 times 3, 75 feet away from you. So he's just within range.
Okay.
I'm not saying shoot him.
Right.
I didn't want my description to make it
Just
so that
within
that wasn't which was.
Okay, so I got someone cheering to shoot him. What are your guys' opinions? I'll let Monolith have some sort of inner monologue.
So your interaction is listening.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any of this happen, so
Right.
you do what you want, bro.
So we're about to devil angel this thing.
Yeah.
Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him.
Don't shoot him.
Don't.
Shoot him.
You know you want to shoot him real bad.
Why is Janet Tammy so evil?
When did you get evil?
Evil
Jam.
Jam.
It's about getting the job done.
Whoa.
Whoa.
She's like mafia. That's
I
how
won't
mafia
forget
Yeah.
this done. But here's the thing: we can probably convince him if we destroy the orb.
Medicating. We are medicating.
That's,
really.
I'm
Oh,
not.
that's what I feel like. Are we having a full-on conversation?
We're out of our 6-second rotation, but I'm not going to stop you.
So what he's gonna do is he's gonna shout with the crossbow leveled at the Minotaur, and he's gonna be like, "Listen, I don't want to have to do this, but we need that orb.
And then you've spoken. You're going to not move, and you are going to ready your action. And your trigger is going to be, you're going to fire when?
If he decides to attack.
If he decides to attack anybody?
If he makes... If he turns around and he's like, then you'll have to die, then like...
Got it. If he turns around and charges you or taunts you?
Yes.
Okay.
Taunting is worthy of death.
I understand.
Taunting is worthy of
I
death.
totally get it. I understand the trigger and I admire that.
It's like in the movies where they pull the trigger back like ridiculously far and nothing
Yeah,
happens.
nothing happens. Yeah.
Well, next up in the lineup, Janet Tammy Woodspin.
Crossbow shoots out a flag.
You just
Bang.
A little bang flag. Yeah.
Thwip.
Whip.
I am right next to you. How far is he? You said 75 away.
Yes.
That's pretty far.
Can you cantrip him from 75 feet away?
We're doing steps or feet and strides are yards. It's just more fun that way. So 75 steps, 25 strides.
Okay. I'm going to get 30. I'm going to move 30 feet so that I am
45 away from the target.
Not close enough to do whatever
not
that is.
close enough.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You should definitely use both your move actions and then
But
like
then I won't be able to use it. 'cause
right,
it's
but
an
you can
action.
just use, wait until next turn,
What's it?
and then you can just be like,
I'm
this is
gonna
not
hold
the
an
orb you're
action.
guarding.
This is not the orb you're looking for.
So you run 30 feet and hold an action there.
No, I'm gonna go closer. I'm gonna get as close as I can to the Minotaur.
So you're gonna dash?
You're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, I'm gonna dash.
use your
I'm gonna
dash
go
action.
60.
Takes you 60 feet. You've used everything up, and you're now about 15 feet away from the Minotaur. Assuming he's in freeze frame right now at the end of his where he got
and
frozen.
I'm freeze framed.
All right, beautiful. 6 seconds of action footage has ended, and that sends us over to Valandru.
He's looking around. He doesn't know what to do. Minotaur hasn't done anything that's wrong.
Yeah.
He sees Monolith ready at the crossbow. the trigger finger slowly coming in. Slowly. And he really doesn't know what to do. But at this moment, all there is a giant Minotaur. So I'm going to ready in action. He's going to whip out an arrow and stand right next to Monolith. And so it's like, I hope you know what you're doing.
And I'm just saying, I don't.
Awesome. That's good. That's good TV. Quinn.
I can roll for intimidation.
Is this guy within 5 feet of me at this point? Like, has he gotten right up to my back yet?
Quinn's
No.
just gonna be like,
He stopped right. There was 150 strides between you and the water.
Yeah.
You were near the water. He's halfway. So he's as far from you as they were from him because he was right in between the two groups. That make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
75.
Just start swimming.
She just keeps walking.
Honestly, I'm just gonna, like, if I hear him and turn around, I'm just gonna be like, oh no. The distraction is over. And just like, just sprint for the water.
Yeah, you easily make it to the water. I would say that you get in the distance that you have. You use up. I'd say right at the end of your movement, you are touching water, and you still have a dash action left, or a number of other actions you could take.
Okay, so is the shore of this lake like a gradual drop, or is it just a lake?
So it's a little hard to tell. There's a clearness to it that you recognize from the oasis, where the water is so clear you can see the sandy bottom, but you're having a hard time if it's either the light refraction or something making it seem like the sand at the bottom of the lake is very, very deep. And there doesn't seem to be a gradual step in. But it might just be the weird way the light is hitting the water.
Did I miss something?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Have you never been chased into the water by a golden minotaur?
No.
This is what happens.
Oh, okay.
Standard, guys.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn around and see him and be like,
See ya! And catapult myself straight into the lake.
Like zoinks.
Just like dive straight in there.
You know, I reviewed this recently, and I don't think swim is one of the covered actions. I mean, it definitely is.
Yeah.
It definitely is. There's like just not a swim speed down for
I think it's half
for
your movement.
Quinn. Yeah, that
It's half
sounds
your
right.
movement. Okay, well I'll get 30
Actually, I
more,
think I
or
read
I'll
that
get
somewhere.
15 more feet out into the water.
So you attempt to get 15 feet further out into
Yeah.
the water, and you're successful.
Whoa.
I will say that when you get out there, and almost immediately, you're not touching the bottom. There is no bottom. It's
Awesome.
a depth. It's a depth with which you are not able to touch.
Awesome.
And you're about 15 feet out, and I'm kind of picturing you in your freeze frame. You're about to do that next crawl stroke where you
Yeah.
pull the hand out. You're like, "Ugh,"
Yeah.
and there's a minotaur behind you, like if we're doing that scene, looking over your shoulder, he's going, not very trustworthy.
You see that half elf?
Yeah.
That's me. I bet you're wondering how I got in this situation.
All right, and that takes us to the minotaur, who's down at the bottom and rolled horribly.
Yes.
Good, good.
Yes,
And
good.
so with his turn, let me just make sure don't want to miss anything horrible.
Got the 2 wild card Zamen arrows at them. Janet, Tammy doing whatever, and then Quinn
I'm
just
5
like
feet
free.
away from this dude. I'm about to tackle him.
I don't know.
You get grappling
are-
as your feet? Yeah. That was
You
mine
are
too.
really
The other
in a
one was
safe
fire
place
which
out
is
there.
for efficiency, you know, we don't have
He can't do 9/10 of the things he would like to do to you.
That's fantastic.
So he turns around, and bearing down on him is a giant half orc. His
You're in the wrong farm, boy.
he's only going to get a single action, and it's going to be
Does he
gore. He is going to lower his head with his horns down and charge at you. But before he does this almost comical foot stomping
Wow. Yes.
and charges towards you. And the golden mane flying behind him as he charges. And here's what happens. He has to roll just like regular. All right, this will be a standard 5 plus 6, 11.
Can I have it so that I grab his horns when he charges at me?
You grapple.
No. Let me say that I don't want to say no, but it's just not your turn to
Just
do
to
that.
freeze
But
frame
I'll
it
do
for
the
now?
freeze frame where you step to the side like a bullfighter, and he's clearly missed you, which ends his turn.
Janet Tammy is smiling very wide.
When he does a gore, there's something that happens to his movement. There's a way that he follows through and doesn't come to a complete stop. I would, if I freeze frame him there, his turn's not really done. I would say that maybe he's 5 or he's within melee of you.
Okay.
He's just not right here in front of you,
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
to do the awesome thing.
Did he ever respond to what I yelled at him?
Yeah, what's this mean for mine and Grant's held actions?
Well, when he turned to attack, that would have been when you'd say, "I attack." So
Yeah. So 2 arrows get loosed at him?
let's just make sure he didn't go the wrong direction. He turned back towards you, so he's easily within range. So take shots. I'm not going to tell you what the magic number is, but I'll tell you if you hit it.
Nope, that's notch. Don't make fun of me, 22.
Okay.
That's it.
I got 15.
You both hit.
Yes!
You both hit.
There you go.
And I get...
Turns out it's more like a gold foil.
I figured as much. I was waiting for it to be like, "Ba-ding." But gold is a soft metal anyways.
It's already a soft metal. Go ahead and roll your damage.
13.
And
Bruh.
I believe I get sneak attack because I have a friend within 5 feet.
Bruh.
She is totally within 5 feet. You totally do.
I'm not within 5 feet of him, so that would have been bad. Had I had no
Assuming.
bend there. Okay, that's 4 plus 6 plus 4. 14.
Wow.
So 13 and
Nice.
14. Nice.
So 27 whole damage.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
This is why you guys keep needing tougher and tougher monsters.
Look,
Huh.
Especially since I got 2 d6s now for sneak attack.
It's also scalable. All right. All
Since
right.
when?
All right. Boy, that hurt.
He's like, hold on a second, I gotta add a few levels.
No, this is him. This is who he is. And with that, we're back at the top with Monolith. Oh, you just did that.
Was that my
No,
turn?
that was your not.
Yeah, that was a held
your-
action.
Those
Yeah.
were 2 reactions that yielded 27 damage.
And I just want to say we looked cool doing
Yeah.
it.
It was-
Just the
yeah.
moment it turned,
It was
Jan and Tammy
unison.
stepping to the side, and both of us just kind of look at and then
Don't even
That's
like, we just look at
fantastic.
each other and then shoot, and then like, don't even look at the shot, and then it's like,
the knuckle
Just
bump,
go
miss and hit each other.
punch each other in the face.
Glasses and start walking to
All
calm
right.
down.
Look, that was awesome.
Generally speaking, I'm going to leave it on you guys to do what you did and remind me of a held action, because if we forget it and the turn passes,
yeah.
it's as if your character was so overwhelmed by the action, they
Yeah.
forgot their held action.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't want to go in the future, and we didn't this time. I just want to avoid moving three turns past and then having to go back and make a correction.
Yeah.
We're just going to call it a lost opportunity when that happens.
Yeah.
And I've done that myself. I've had my monsters forget to do amazing stuff to you.
Yeah.
And it's for that same. It's in that same
That's,
vein of, well, I guess they didn't use that power this time.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
So,
it's on you. What are you doing?
how far away is he? He was 75.
Yep. So.
And he moved
Well,
back.
he moved all the way back to her. She was 15, so 60 and 55.
55 away.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use a move action to get closer.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna shoot him again.
So you're 25 feet away now, because you go 30.
Yeah.
Okay. And you roll to attack. This is with your crossbow.
Yes.
So you roll the bolt,
Yep.
slide it in.
And as I'm doing this, I'm like, I really don't want to have to do this. We can just go. Oh, that's notch. That's not. That's.
Cocked.
Oh, it would have been a 1 had it not been cocked.
Locked and ready to rock.
It was a 1 again.
What?
That's
But
really
but
good.
this time a comfortable one.
Yeah, a very comfortable
gosh.
1. So I lose a 1.
Yeah, that bolt leaves your crossbow, and you're only 25 feet away,
Uh-huh.
and it flies right in between the horns, right through the little opening right there,
Mm-hmm.
and it lands right in the bag that Janet Tammy has on her back. It, like,
Stop! Oh!
and she looks, and that's the end of the turn.
Okay.
You suck.
That's pretty cool if you ask me. It wasn't on purpose, but that's a good way for it to end. It could have.
I'm glad it wasn't
Stabbed
on
her.
me.
It wasn't a bullseye though.
Ha.
Ah,
Wow.
I
Wow.
hope
You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. Producer off screen's okay.
They didn't say anything.
Exactly. That's why they don't suck.
I didn't say anything, and I suck.
You gave me the stare.
plus 4 inspiration to everybody else.
You're welcome.
Oh, hey! I got worked. Okay. Janet Tammy, you have a brand new crossbow bolt sticking out of the bag that you're wearing. No. And it's your turn.
Is it an action to take the bolt out?
Suplex.
Yeah.
If you don't
Interaction.
suplex him.
Oh, where is he? Yeah, he ran past me, right?
Yeah. He just, as he ran past you, he took a shot. Oh, where'd you guys hit him?
Oh, when I shot him, I aimed for like his arm or chest or something. I'm trying to not be lethal. I just want to know.
Yeah, in this case, it's not a lethal shot either, so you're going for one of the limbs.
Is he wearing
So
clothes?
shoulder meat. And when he took those 2 hits, he backs up just a little bit. He's easily within 5 feet of you. What was your question?
Is he wearing clothes?
It appears that he's wearing golden clothes. It's hard to tell where the fur and skin ends and where the loincloth of gold begins.
Would it be like an... Yeah, like what kind of action would it be if I wanted to like grab him and like throw him onto the ground to make him prone? Like the back of his...
That's actually part of
scruff.
grappling.
Yep.
Look at the grappling feat. That's a part of it. You grapple him as the first action, and then on your next turn, you can pin
Oh.
him. Grappling pin.
So I have to do one and then the other?
Yeah.
Well, you could, if you want. There's another thing where you rush at somebody and try to knock them prone with your your charge action.
I just want it to look cool. Like I just want to throw him down.
All right. You want him at the end of this turn to be prone.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's going to be. Let's do this. Let's make it a strength check so we don't waste 5 minutes looking up the actual rules.
Okay.
And I'm going to have him try to resist with a.
It'd probably be strength to strength.
You want to beat a 13.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
So you can describe whatever way you just knocked him to the ground. Or put him on the ground.
Just like, because he goes by as soon as he's like he goes by, he gets hit by the arrows, but like as he's going by, I want to like grab the back of his scruff or his clothes or whatever and just slam him onto the floor as hard as I can. Yeah.
Well, like a lot of Minotaurs, it's not a mohawk, but you see this tuft of hair that runs up and over the top and then over the back, and where a Brahma bull would have that big hump on their back, he's got a large hump on his back that's furry, and it's practically easy to get a handhold on that, especially with your big half-orc hand. So you work your fingers into that matted, knotty hair, and just throwing him to the ground. Hooves up in the air before he lands on the ground and lets out a golden hoof.
Okay, and as a bonus action, I would like to turn into with wild shape. I would like to turn into giant spider.
It's in the intro.
Horrifying. Yeah, I want to turn into a giant spider. That's literally terrifying.
Yes,
and
please.
I want to start crawling on top of him.
Oh
Yes!
Stop.
Yes! All 8 legs!
Monolith is gonna be like, I gotta go.
Yes!
Let me make sure giant spider is a CR. Oh gosh, make sure to hit 5E when you Google giant spiders, you guys. Red alert.
You're
Just
right,
get
that's
regular
awful.
pictures.
Hold
Oh my
on.
God.
Does everyone want to gamble this?
What?
If we all type in giant spiders into Google and press enter at the same time.
No,
We'll
I
get
don't
the
want
same
it.
thing.
This isn't a fun game anymore. I don't like it.
Even 5e has a gross one.
Grant, you want to do it?
No, I'm good.
You feeling ballsy?
Is there the I'm feeling lucky button still?
Oh my god!
Wait, is there?
Yes,
I don't
there
know.
is.
Is there? Okay.
There is.
Okay, what are we doing? Giant spider?
No.
Stop.
You guys do it.
Come on.
What? It was the. Whose turn was it?
Just this?
Yep.
Okay.
Was her turn?
So,
Oh, that's not so bad.
I have an amazing plan.
but I'll get through this.
I don't know
quick.
what that.
Jan
You don't know what a
Tammy,
possum is?
in,
Oh,
an
just-
interesting thing to watch. Morphs into a spider the size of a cow. This giant.
I don't want to look.
This
That's not a spider.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. It's a spider eating a possum.
I thought it was a monkey. Okay, yeah.
This giant spider, not as big as a Volkswagen, as big as a fantasy cow.
It's in Australia, right?
Yeah.
The thing that you should all picture though is how as soon as the Minotaur hits the sand and the poof of dust comes up, that almost immediately the giant 6'10" half-orc morphs into
Command
the
Q,
spider
please. I don't care
and
about your
begins to
cats.
take those
I don't care about your
deliberate steps, and using the last of the distance, no problem at all, stands with the pinchers over the head,
Like,
looking down.
Oh, stop.
And,
Wait.
No,
Wait.
no,
Just like that. Just like that.
Yep.
I just got sweaty.
no! Knees weak, mom spaghetti.
These arms are heavy.
Okay, can you not? I'm right
Put it
here.
away. Put it away. Put it away.
This was a great idea, but it was also terrible
When
in
you get through
every
your turns, I
way.
have a good idea. To not kill him.
You know, we're going to have to do our 1-year anniversary in Australia.
Yes.
I mean, I would love to do that.
I'd
Yes.
risk it.
All right. A giant spider is now standing astride the Minotaur.
And I know what that kind of looks like now.
So it's up to Balindrell what you do.
How do you react to a giant similar to that? I'd imagine. So, anyways, him, not me. I'm still horrified.
Yes, the clicking sound. Yes.
He's gonna run forward, not full distance, enough just to get a little closer. Stop, get an arrow ready, hold that action, just probably shout something. Stand down! We just want to destroy the orb, you fool!
Yeah.
Okay. So you're holding your action for the same trigger as last time. If he
Yes.
attacks any of your comrades, you're going to loose that.
If he is still unpersuaded, so to speak.
Yep. If the spider and the arrows
Stop.
haven't yet done it.
You hate spiders more than me, and that's
Yeah,
gross.
we'll show you images.
Freaking me out.
I'll pull
Don't
it up.
show me
I'll pull it up
images.
right
All right.
Stop!
That takes us to
Stop.
Quinn, 15 feet out in the water. Mid crawl.
My stomach hurts.
I turn around, like, at all of the noise I'm, like, hearing behind me. I turn around, and I'm, like, treading water. And I see him on the ground, and Jam, like, as a giant spider on top of him, and, like, all these things happening. And I'm just, like, busting out laughing, like, ah! And then I realize that as I'm laughing, I stop treading, and I start to sink, and I'm like, ah!
Can I just use my action to shoot her?
Quinn, shut up! So I start swimming back to shore.
Okay, so you're using your cough action,
Yes.
and you are moving back to shore.
Your
My drown action.
Not water poisoning.
Your water poisoning action.
Not this again. All right, so you make it, let's say, practically back to shore. You're at the point where it's within the last few inches of the lake that you're able to start to stand up. You almost have to climb out of the steep sand dune that is the shore now.
Yeah.
And that puts us on... Oh, the Minotaur. Oh, good.
Oh, like you didn't
Oh,
know.
Oh, look at this.
I'm readying an action at the end of my turn.
So the cough's an interaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, let me in my mind just want to downgrade that a little bit so it's not as intense of a cough. Okay.
Not
Alright.
I'm not like hacking up a lung. I'm just kind of gurgling a bit.
Okay. Everybody adjust your notes.
Okay.
There you go.
Sorry.
Cross it out. Use pen. Come on, Joe.
Sorry.
You know how
Don't make
difficult-
mistakes, Blanca.
Hey!
Bye.
Four?
I'm very stressed.
It's too late now.
Yeah. Okay.
What was the thing? I wasn't here for that, I guess.
No, I'm. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Oh,
Let's see the Minotaur. What do we got?
okay.
That's good stuff. All right. The Minotaur has multiple actions at his disposal. As a golden Minotaur, he even has a few extra.
Because of
I want
course
to play
he
a
does.
gold Minotaur.
He's going to use
I want
his...
to play one.
Well, wait, let me just make sure that's true. he's going to use his cringe and terror action. He's going to go...
Well, if it's
And he's
cringe,
got
it's more.
little hooves. His little front hooves are going... He's got hooves instead of fingers like a lot of Minotaurs.
Okay.
They're kind of cloven so he can grab stuff.
Ah.
He's really unhappy with this situation.
Aw.
Yeah.
He's
Poor guy.
not moving, and that's all he does. He seems even too scared to bargain with you. A giant spider is striding him. And that takes us to Monolith.
How far away am I? 25?
Yeah, you got even a little closer.
I
right?
went 34 and he was 50, so 25.
25.
So 25. Okay. So I'm gonna get closer.
Okay.
All the while, really, really sweaty. Don't like spiders. Really, really nervous. But, and I don't know if this costs an action or not, but I'm gonna pull out my torch. I'm gonna light the torch. It costs an action.
Do you want that to be? Do you have other stuff you
I have
want
other
to
stuff.
do?
So I want to light the torch.
I would say you could pull a torch with no problem. The lighting it gets a little wonky. I feel like
That might be an action.
yeah.
If so, then I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna not use a move action.
And you don't have like magic that allows you to light something in a different way.
I don't.
So-
But
His
Uh,
body's secretly made of flint.
Cunning action, which doesn't really help me.
Here's what
Light
you
it
could
with
you
a
could do. If you want to pull that out, you could pull it out and light it and move, and that would be the extent of what you could do.
Okay.
But would you find out?
I can on my turn I can just do a dash as a bonus action, and then could I turn my move action into an action?
No, the economy doesn't work that way. I heard
Okay.
some people arguing about that.
Right.
They sound
So I've
crazy.
moved and I've lit a torch. and I couldn't possibly pull a bomb out and just hold it.
No, pulling something out is an interaction.
So
So,
I can-
pulling a torch and lighting it, if that's going to be your action, I would still give you the interaction of pulling something else out of
Okay.
your.
And I have a torch and a bomb in hand.
Yes, you
And
do.
do I have the 6 seconds to say something?
You can
Or
say
6
it
seconds
while
for the
you're
whole turn.
pulling
You
it
have a
out.
couple.
Yeah. As,
You're
as
really
I pull-
stuffing this plate full.
I know. I really gotta. I'm pulling stuff out. I'm like, please do not make me do this. And I have the bomb and stuff. I'm trying to like intimidate.
Okay. Then you're just intimidating based on your actions. We're not going to have you roll for intimidation. That'll intimidate on its own.
Yes.
I see what you're doing there, and that takes us
Spider
to
Spider
Valor.
bomb. What?
It takes us to Jan and Tammy.
Did I skip Jan?
Yeah, you skipped the giant
Tammy,
spider.
Jamie, Amy.
Yeah.
Giant spider, Jan and Tammy. It's
He's
on
not
you.
doing anything, right? He's staying down.
The Minotaur is on the ground whimpering.
Did you see me pull out a bomb?
Yeah.
Because. I mean, you know,
'Cause that's a
you're
bomb.
the person that I want to throw a bomb at.
Oh, are you gonna? Oh.
I mean, I'm threatening to. I can't. If I have to
don't
make
think
good on the
No,
threat,
I just mean
want to
like I
pull
don't think
you
he's
up.
gonna do anything. is
Right,
all.
right.
Like I think he's gonna stay
That's
there.
fair. That's fair. He's double intimidated. Like if a spider moves, he gets blown up. But there's also a spider.
There's definitely also a spider.
Yeah,
Would you
I'm just gonna-
would you like a visual reference for this
No,
again?
I'm good. I'm okay. Pretty solid.
I'm just gonna. Hold on. Let me see if this giant spider can do anything cool.
I mean, he can bite.
Be a
He
giant.
has a +7 to stealth.
What? That is ridiculous.
Okay. For an action, I want to use web. Okay.
Oh, this is better than the bomb idea.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I'm not. It's a ranged weapon attack, but it's also web. So, might be at disadvantage if I were to roll?
So you'd be at disadvantage if you were within 5 feet. Standing on top, facing down, I'm going to say that would be an advantage. So then they cancel out and you're just a regular
rolling.
roll.
Okay.
Normally, though, yeah, it would totally be. This is such a unique ranged attack. Usually, it's arrow from a distance, not spiders. Oh wait, no, it's from the abdomen. What are you gonna? What are you? What are you
Restraining
webbing?
him.
Yeah, okay.
I get a
And
plus
you didn't
5
use it
to
once, so you don't need to recharge it. It's
Right.
good to go. So all he has to do, and let's see, I would say he's prone. So there's a disadvantage on this.
I think I roll no.
No, I've got a DC of 12 to try and.
That's as an action, a restrained target can make a DC 12 strength check
Oh, to get out
versus
later,
the web. On
not
the
to
success.
avoid it.
Yeah. A ranged weapon attack plus 5 on hit on the creature.
+5, 2 hit.
2 hit, sorry.
Well, you've got a 14. If you can hit that, you can web him.
So you have to
14
get
or
a
above.
9 or higher to get 14.
I got a 9.
9
Or
plus.
higher.
9 plus 5.
That's it.
It's
That
14.
is certainly it.
Yeah.
He's restrained with web.
I even enjoy that cartoonish picture of the cocoon-looking thing where you take the time to use your little legs
I'm
to
a
pick them
gross
up and move
spider.
them around and flip the yeah.
As that's going on, Monolith is like, Alright.
Just like super awkwardly, like, ah.
When she's done webbing him and stuff, she's gonna turn back into Jane and Tammy. Let me see if that's an action or something. It might be a bonus action.
If it's a bonus action to turn into an animal, would it not be a bonus action?
It's a bonus action.
But you haven't used a bonus action this turn.
Right, I'm gonna turn into, yeah.
Okay.
I'm now Janet Tammy, you be half orc. Thank
What's
you.
it look
There
like
you
when you morph?
I kind of
Is it like the
picture it
an-
like a poof, you know, where it's just like the poof.
Are you
sure?
into it. No, I'm not.
Are you
This
sure
is
it's
just
not?
what I'm thinking.
Are you sure it's not like on
Nervin asked
the
this.
cover of the Animorphs?
It's just like that. It's just like
Where
the cover
that,
of the
the
Animorphs.
really grotesque.
Yeah,
Yes,
super
and
grotesque and like
like-
the
Like
in
a
It
dog
between
does
ear.
the, like, it
stages.
does the like pause thing.
It's like a
where
lizard
Yeah.
here, a human here,
Yeah.
and nightmares in between.
Like yeah, like 4 distinct
you can
frames
see
of
Janet
jam.
Tammy's face turning into like the grotesque.
Yeah.
No, her tusks.
It's a poof. Go back
And
to the
there's
poof.
like a sound that accompanies it, and it goes.
Ew.
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
And we just lost
up
all of our audience.
I looked up images of the Animorphs.
I hate it. Thank you.
Thanks, I hate
Oh, it's
it.
so gross.
Gross.
I love it.
That's a snake with a human.
Stop. That's bad.
That's fantastic.
It's just like that.
That's fantastic.
This is the one that I was thinking of, the lizard one. Where it's just turned into a CG lizard man.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So nasty.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So that's all I got. Can we go now?
K.A. Applegate, you monster.
You guys are all standing around, and I imagine the rest of you have approached, or if not, you're looking from a little bit of a distance away. You see a fully wrapped up and cocooned 7 and change foot golden minotaur. You can see a few horns poking out of the very top, and cartoon-like out of the back, there's a tail.
I have my foot up on him. I'm like,
And Janet Tammy is standing on him with one foot, like
Oh,
a
that was
trophy.
horrifying.
Yes. That's fantastic.
I'm like, that was
Fantastic.
That was great, but I'm
I've
really
been
woozy
practicing.
right
You
now.
guys really think so? I feel like I've been getting a hang of this.
From
one.
like
You
way
got-
off,
What do
I
you
give
got, hang
a
on,
round of
Bill?
applause.
Thank you.
So I
Oh.
take
That's
it
what
we're
my
no
action
longer
turns
in
into instead of
combat?
like drawing my sword or
We're out of
whatever.
combat.
Okay. Yeah, at that point it's just covering his mouth, trying not to heave. Valandril just walks by, gives the most awkward side eye to Janet Tammy, and says like, "That was great." Starts heading towards the tower.
So the tower's on an island. You've got a giant lake filled with water. I would say that from what you're seeing on the very shore, it's about 200 strides to get to the edge of the lake. And as you look along the shore, when you glance quickly, you don't notice anything.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Can I do something real quick with the Minotaur?
Absolutely.
I want to set up like action movie style. I want to like lay the torch on him or something.
Wow.
What are you doing?
Wow.
Hold on.
Wow,
Maybe
Grant.
not on him. Like in the sand or something like that. Where and then the bomb next to the
Have
torch.
it be like stick it in the webbing where his feet are, so
Yeah.
like if he moves even a little
Like,
bit with his
if-
feet, it'll touch.
if he tries to
touch
break
the
out,
fuse.
It'll touch the fuse and then he'll blow up.
Like if he moves even a little bit,
And-
we'll be back.
And I'm like, listen, we'll be right back. I do not want to hurt you, but this is so you don't swim across and try to kill us, alright? So just don't move, you know?
Oh, tell me
Take
the
in the
exploding
sun.
part. You know, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
these are grenades, as they're called. If the fire touches this little string right here, and then the string reaches the middle, it explodes and like big. Right, yeah, that's what we say. So don't move, and you'll be good. Just take a nap. You know, you've
We'll
probably
be
been
right
working,
back, you
working
know.
real hard, but
This was fun. I had a good time. You know.
I
Thanks
did
for
not.
letting
That
me-
was disgusting, but good job.
That was disgusting, but good job.
I'm sorry you had to see that. You could have just let us through.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll be back. We'll be back.
You hear the muffled word, integrity!
I understand. I very integrated man. Have fun.
From the distance, Valandril shouts, "Quit torturing him and get on it!"
I'm not torturing him.
Torturing?
Wow.
So do I get +4 inspiration now?
Everybody else gets additional +4 just to protect yourself from that.
I didn't get it. Honestly, I didn't. I was like,
I didn't
real?
even pun it. He
There-
was, being him.
there's a spider animal.
There were
Stop.
no-
That's so funny.
There were no real inspiration die handed out except for Grant. Grant legit has 1d4 from earlier. I don't know if you got my email, but you got to use it today or it disappears. It's a
Oh, I
special
have to
one.
use it today?
Yep, it's right.
Okay.
It's a special one.
Do you think I should try different animals next time? I've just been
Yeah,
doing
please.
the ones that I like.
Please.
Butterflies.
Please. And what else can you turn into?
You know, I've been trying to think like I could try a cat. You know.
Okay. Wait, like a house cat?
I think I can do a larger cat.
Like a
but-
tiger?
A what?
A tiger.
A what?
Have you never heard of a tiger?
No, I don't know.
Never
what
been to a
tiger is.
library?
Oh,
I can't believe I'm
No.
about to be the one to say this. Quit goofing off!
Okay, we just gotta go. I'll explain to you what a tiger is as we go.
Alright.
On the spider animorph, it says fear has a new name. Yerk. Why? What I can only guess is Y-E-A-R-K.
You're
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, how did that series get so many books?
Because they were easy to write.
It was so fun. It was so fun. That was a fun series to
I
read.
never read one. They
Yeah.
always
Oh my
scared
gosh.
me.
They were horrifying.
They're fun.
I just
They're
made
great.
fun of the covers. I was like,
Yeah.
Whoever reads this is a loser.
Happily a loser, you guys. Like, never came into this life to win.
Okay.
all right. So I believe we're at
Distractions.
the water.
Yes. We are at the water. Are we? And there is no boat? There's, like, we can't see any, like, raft, boat, anything?
Would you like to investigate?
I would like to investigate.
Let's do a. I messed that up. We're doing a perception.
For
For a heckin' perception
All of us
boat.
perception?
Yeah, you know, but two of you with. It sounds like you two have already stepped up to the plate, so you're looking around. You're probably feeling a little empty inside after giving away all that web, and
Can I,
you're still a little nauseous.
can I use my inspiration and get advantage?
Just a perception? Don't use it now.
Okay.
Don't use it now.
What's yours?
I got a 19.
Yeah, that's all you needed.
Okay. I'm apparently too drunk for this.
You see a nothing. It is just sand.
Oh no.
There appears to be no boat, no dock, nothing that you can see that looks like something you would float across the surface on.
Okay. I look at Janet and I'm like, hey, you got any sea creatures you can turn into that could ferry us across?
I've tried doing things that can swim and stuff, but I've been just having the hardest time.
Alright, that's fair.
How come it's
We
okay
could,
when he asked you to turn into creatures, but it was bad when I did it?
We
Because
could
You make me feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
we could use the Minotaur as a raft.
No.
I don't
No.
actually know if he would float, but we could.
I don't think he would float. I have had experience with cow-shaped beings, and they don't usually
They usually just tip over.
a little bit.
I have a feeling like if, without his ability to move his arms, he might just like.
Sink, you know. I don't think his horns are very buoyant.
Okay.
Let's just swim.
We can swim.
I've been worried about the water
Do
lately.
you not know how to swim?
No, well, I do know how to swim.
She doesn't know how to swim.
The last time we were in a large body of water,
We took a bath. I don't think she can swim.
I don't think she can swim either.
there was a kraken. We almost drowned and died.
That wasn't the last body of water we were at, though.
Okay, but the
Not
other
to mention
body of
that
water
we were-
was
look.
very shallow.
What's the chance we get a kraken twice?
Oh,
I'd
don't
say
say
it's
that.
not
Something you
Oh.
should
Don't
say.
do that.
I really
Please
don't like the jinxing you're doing over here.
Knock on bow.
I'm just gonna say that the water's super clear. If something were coming, we could see it.
What if it's just an illusion?
Juke's on you.
We'll drink
Then
it
we
then.
won't see it coming, and
We'll
we'll
ju-
die.
Did you just say we'll drink it?
No, we'll just be like, oh, we're there.
Not drink whatever the creature
We
is.
have
Drink the
very
water that
limited
might be an
time.
illusion.
We have to get across.
Oh my god.
You can't
I'll do that
illuge
by sync.
thirst.
Under a
I
minute
guess.
or two.
Okay, so it's only been it's still like 10 hours.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna do a very graceful dive, as most people didn't know. But
We do an athletics roll on that?
Monolith is a pretty alright swimmer.
Okay.
He had to learn living on the streets and all.
Or no,
We've
acrobatics.
had somebody question your ability to dive like that, so we're gonna do an acrobatics roll just to see how well you.
It's in my backstory. And he always does great dives.
All right, this won't be part of your inspiration, but you get +3 to diving.
Oh, +3 to diving?
Yep.
And then my acrobatics?
Yes.
Yep.
Is my
Okay.
left shoulder off
So
camera?
a total of +6.
Hey, Grant.
Oh, yeah. Okay, +6.
Oh!
That's a nat 20!
Boy!
30, 26.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like how you did the chest cross.
Is my left shoulder? Am I right? Okay.
Now you might be Jason.
Did I put my hand in Jason's?
Find out tonight.
There was a brief moment where you were just stopped at this apex of a jump, and you just seemed to float there for a minute. And if anybody had been watching, they would have thought it was one of the most graceful positions somebody could hold in the middle of the air. And in that moment, gravity begins to pull you back down, and there's a tumble, and you tuck one of your arms in, and you do this roll that nobody's ever seen before. And when you hit the water, everybody's expecting this explosion of a cannonball, but you just disappear under the surface.
It's like a
as
little
if-
puddle.
It's as if you hardly even touched the water. water.
You slam your head into the bottom.
Break your neck.
Yep.
Adventure over.
Break your neck and die.
Well, for you. What do the rest of you do?
You may now take your leave.
You have landed in nice deep water and you swim.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
As I'm swimming, I'm like, holy shit, that was amazing. Wow. I didn't expect that.
Not one to be outdone.
This actually fits perfectly. Obviously, you would do this.
Yes.
Roll one.
Not one to be outdone.
What would your backstory give you? Like a -2? Or are you much of a swimmer?
It's like a +4.
No,
Just swimming.
For like your
Backstory?
Backstory diving.
Not in terms of diving, but acrobatics, yes. Jumping from trees, climbing up trees, jumping from tree to
So
tree.
nothing
That
bonus
sounds
to
very
die.
dry. +1.
Boy. Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
That's not a nat 20.
That is the opposite of a nat 20.
That's amazing.
That's a no.
I
The
love
biggest
this.
disappointment is
I'm
that
ready.
might not even see it.
Just
So, please give me the ability to describe this because I know exactly how it should play out.
Okay, but there's one thing that happens right at the end of your description. So
Okay.
You go ahead and do the first part.
So, up to the beginning of it, he's just, I'm not going to. Monolith didn't look that cool. And so Valandril takes 2 steps back, starts running forward, jumps up, does a nice front flip, and as he's about to arrow himself out to go into a dive, he may have misjudged the rotation, and suddenly he's very horizontal with the water.
Straight up belly flop.
Red and everything.
If anybody's ever belly flopped in front of a large number of people, when instead you thought you were going to be heroically landing in the water, you know what happens next. You hit the water, and not even the physical pain outweighs the embarrassment of what you've done.
everybody in the background.
And you can almost hear it as you sink into the water. Even though you're a little underwater, you hear, ooh.
He's just laying there dead in the water now. I don't want to get up.
This is exactly why he begins to sink under the water, and he lays there with the water enveloping him more and more as he goes down, and thinking about how devastating that was. And it was practically enough of a shock for him to suck water in and begin to choke when he lands on a chain underwater.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
And there you are. You found a chain under the water.
Pull it.
You dove so poorly, you failed at diving. And found a
Might have
chain.
found something good. When I hear the splash, Monolith turns around and sees him sinking, and he just starts laughing really hard. Like he has to like starfish on his back and hold his breath kind of, because otherwise he'd drown.
Oh, I thought a better way for us to communicate off camera. Since, the microphones aren't there.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Wow.
Was that off camera? Okay.
My arms aren't
Wow.
big enough. Like,
Right? Yeah.
All you have to do is make sure it's up there.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
Like right there.
Yeah.
Off camera.
Fantastic.
I'm
Or
like
we
giving
can
him a
be
thumbs
kind
up.
and love each other.
It's a thumbs up. It's a thumbs up. Nobody can tell me otherwise.
Hey, Grant,
Totally.
you're number 1.
Anyways, the chain.
Yes, the chain.
What about it?
You have landed on it.
I've just landed on chain.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything at all.
Yeah, at this point he needs a bit of time to recover, both emotionally and physically.
That means you're in the water, you're swimming, you're
hesitating.
meditating, you're back on shore.
I just kind of like after I gave them the thumbs up, like woo! I just kind of like Lita. Jump.
Back in the water.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, whew. Noped
So,
out.
Let's see, that's 3 people in the water, 2 on the surface.
2?
And you're underwater?
Yeah.
And 2 on the surface?
Oh, I thought she went into the water right now. Never mind. Ignore me.
And you are on the edge?
Just looking down.
Okay.
All right, everybody but Parker, roll for initiative.
As you're looking down, you see what was described to others before, but maybe it's the first time Janet Tammy's taken a close look. It appears really deep, like shockingly deep. And it also just looks like a sandy bottom. You don't see any kind of details or anything down there.
Okay.
So since nothing bad has happened yet, I feel like by this point Valandril's has mustered up a bit more of, okay, I screwed up, but notices the chain at this point. Can I investigate it?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yank on it and then hear like,
Yeah, it's kind of like it. I'll describe the action first. It's he like feels the chain first. It's just like eyes are closed, obviously. And it's like wait a minute. Then 7.
So the chain seems to come out of the ground and from the deeper part where it came from, and it seems to go back in the ground in the shallower part behind you. So you're just kind of holding it, and it seems to be anchored in to one side of you and the other. You know, holding chain coming out of the ground.
So at that point, he's gonna let go, swim up after his chain, come up above this sort of hair coming back.
It's beautiful, by the way. You get this like with the water.
With the sun in your hair.
And then he starts relaying to the shore. Hey guys, there's a chain under the water.
Did you yank it?
I hit it too, if that really matters.
Did anything happen when you yanked it?
It just kind of went yank.
That's it?
How chains do, you know. They got
Follow it?
pulled. I can follow it, but I want to let the two of you know, just in case anything happens.
Alright, let me know how it goes.
Potentially if I don't die, and then he goes back underwater.
Monolith, after hearing that there's a chain, just starts booking into the other side. Because he doesn't want to get caught in between. Might as well head towards the orb.
Okay.
Don't forget about the
Let's see. I'm doing your
Yeah, I
swim
still have
speed. We're not in combat. I'm just trying to picture how far you're getting across. And are you following? Are you also? Is this a group swim across the lake?
I'm hanging out with him.
You're treading
Yeah.
water over
I'm not.
here?
I'm just kind of like calmly backstroking.
Okay. Wiki-watchy style?
Yep.
All right. Are you on shore still?
I'm getting nervous, so I'm gonna follow Monolith, I think.
All right. So you're going to dive in. You'll be diving and swimming past them.
I'm gonna
out
like
towards
gently
Monolith.
get in and be like, okay, okay.
No cracking.
I'm not gonna cry.
Oh.
Janet Tammy bravely makes it into the water and swims past the half-elves and out towards Monolith. Are you with him while he's looking? Yeah, you're wiki-watching,
Yeah.
and you're gonna...
Well, I'm
down.
going back underwater, and I'm gonna ideally grab onto the chain and start using that to kind of pull myself as I go down.
So-
Or follow it, at least.
Yep. We're switching to strength now. You investigated to see what you could see last time or discover, and now we're going to see how strong you are when you pull that chain.
All right. So... 14.
Okay, that's cool.
Is it, though?
It is. When you're pulling on the part that goes deeper, you see that it starts to pull up and out of the sand. Your strength is pulling the chain up off of the bottom of the sand. It seems the sand had settled on it and it was hiding it. And your roll there, your strength that you have at this moment, doesn't allow you to pull the chain all the way up, but you can see through the clear water that it goes for quite some way. And as you're pulling it, you were also inadvertently backing up a little bit. So now you've got this extra little kink of chain that you've pulled tight. So that's where you are right now.
And then thanks to primeval awareness, would I be able to sense potentially anything nearby, or are we still kosher?
You sense nothing. It's been an hour. It's still within that hour, so I think you'd
Got it,
you'd be
yeah.
pinging anything that
Okay.
popped up that falls under that category.
Because out of character, I'm thinking there's something like a beast chained to that thing.
Yeah.
In character, he's just like...
Bless you.
It's like pulling a chain like a murloc.
I would say at I know your passive perception.
My passive perception's actually pretty good.
Monolith, you notice some movement on the shore. It's the shore you're swimming towards, and at first it looks like this low kind of a turtle sort of a thing.
Oh god.
And you see it seem to like enter the water like it's coming towards you, and then it slides into the water, and it begins to float towards you.
It's a canoe, you guys. It's a canoe. It's a canoe. It's a canoe.
Can I roll for perception to see if I know what it is?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't see it or no?
He noticed it first.
15.
Oh, you recognize it. It's a boat.
Oh, cool.
Okay, because I was really about to be like, "Ugh."
No, I genuinely
I
thought
know
it was
what's
gonna be
happening.
Like I thought it was gonna be spooky.
I'm swimming towards it. I'm like, hey guys, there's a boat. There's a boat right here, and I go to get it.
You're
For
swimming towards
once,
the boat?
for once, I'm not
All
the
right,
suspicious one.
As you get a little bit closer to the boat, maybe about 10 feet away, you feel something on your leg, and it seems to like wrap a tentacle around your leg. And you pull back really quick, and you realize there's a chain that's leaving the boat and
Knew it.
entering down into the water, and you got your leg caught up on that chain.
I got real scared.
I did
Yeah,
too.
right? That's pretty cool. Right. You've got one hand on the boat, and you're able to look down and follow the chain down to the sand. It seems to be pulling a little bit as you go. So that's where everybody is.
All right. So I get in the boat.
I swim up to the boat and get in the boat as well.
All right, you two have made it into the boat. When you get in the boat, there is nothing in the bottom at all. It's got a flat back and a pointy front, and in the middle there's a board that you could sit on, and at the back there's a board you could sit on. It's otherwise completely open all the way in there.
Okay.
And it's rather big. Not big in the sense that it's not a canoe. It's not as wide as a person. It's as wide as like 6 people. It's incredibly big for where it is, but it would be considered really tiny on the ocean.
Are there paddles?
No, it doesn't seem to get paddled.
Maybe it's chain driven. Like you pull the chain one way to move it and the other way to move it.
Are there chains?
It doesn't take long for you to see that that's the case.
Okay.
So there is
when
a
you-
chain on the other side of
When
it
you
too.
investigate,
Okay.
you can see that it seems to be a loop that follows.
Okay, then I announce that. I'm like, hey, everybody get in the boat. Someone gotta pull the chain, and then we'll get from one side to the other. It's like a pulley system.
So as he says that, after he says that, Valandril comes out the water. Hey, so I've been pulling on this chain, right?
Yeah, it's a boat.
Oh, hey, there's a boat.
Yeah, yes.
He starts swimming over. When this get here?
I'm just kind of like floating along, like.
Near the shore, you hear somebody go. Somebody that seems to be wrapped up in string.
Spider silk. I swim to the side of the boat and just like kind of hold on to it. Just like.
You just gonna
chilling
like
there.
drag with it?
Yeah, I'm just like floating along with it. I'm not even trying to get in it. I'm just there.
And then as we kind of just sit there, I'm like, so who is the chain to pull us across?
Wait, is that what the chain was for?
Oh god. Yes, the chain can pull you from one end to the other. It's like a pulley system.
Oh.
Yeah.
So before you jump back in, you guys together taking a look notice what I didn't describe probably well enough.
Wow.
And that's that the chain at the front and back of the boat are each attached, and they go out and connect somewhere under the sand, and then there's a long loop underneath. So you basically
So
pull
all you have to
yourself
do is-
across,
yeah.
you go to the other side and pull yourself across. It's as if the people that get in this boat to go back and forth normally do not want to be touching the water. There's a system to keep you out. But you
We're-
guys are all in the boat currently?
We're
Yeah.
coated in
Yep.
this water, whatever it
You're
is.
currently in the boat, and you can
I'm
you can
hanging
do what
on
you
to
like
the
now.
side of the boat.
Oh, you're on the side.
Yeah, I'm just like letting them drag me along.
How you described that people don't want to touch the water, is that what we noticed? Or is that
Is
just,
that just
is
a
that
general
out of
thing?
out of
That's
game?
like-
My character doesn't know that.
No, when I say stuff like that, it's because you kind of sense that, and it doesn't mean that it triggers any other thoughts in you about what it might be, but you've got the uneasy feeling that,
So
wow.
could I verbalize to Quinn and be like, hey, Quinn, I got this sneaking suspicion that this boat is here so people don't touch the water.
It's kind of what boats are for, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, like, specifically, they didn't want anyone swimming. Like, for whatever reason.
Maybe there's something in the water. Quinn, maybe you should
Maybe
get
it's
the boat.
fluoride. They're trying to control our brains.
What's fluoride? I'm not going down this path. No.
Please no.
It's the government.
It's the government. Wait,
Sebastian.
what? Sebastian? Where? Sebastian's the government. So Quinn like hears this and like pops her head out of the water. She just, you never let me have any fun, and like drags herself as dramatically as possible and flops over into the boat.
Didn't
Thank
want us to
you.
have
It
fun
just kind of
earlier.
makes me feel a little better. I don't want you getting eaten or anything.
Or controlled by the government.
Coming from the girl who turned into a
rolled
giant
Oh,
spider.
no.
Rolled things. He rolled things.
There was a second, like a brief second, where your foot was still in the water and something was around it. And as you pulled yourself onto the boat, there was a mighty snap. And if it was the kind of thing you'd freeze frame, it would be just the luckiest thing that's ever happened in the world. Everything that was happening was supposed to chomp down, and it just kapow! And suddenly the water around you begins to boil, and on all sides, things start to come out of the water.
This is what I was talking
and
about, guys.
tower
This
up
is
above
exactly
you.
what I was talking about. This isn't what I wanted.
And then we'll have to stop the episode right now and pick it up next Friday.
Oh,
And I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure everything will be okay. Just good luck. But that's how we're going to start our weekend, and I don't know what you guys are going to do for yours, but I hope you make it a great weekend, because I know we're gonna. See you guys next Friday.
I just want to say one thing. Where?
Precisely.